So the motor is off. Man, this thing is dirty. You know, and dirt is a big deal on a junior dragster because that's right there by that belt. So there is a ton of belt dust on this thing. It is just dirty, guys. So Nat's gonna have some fun times cleaning all this good stuff up. Good thing is there's nothing that she can hurt. So she's just gonna get to take a little brake cleaner, keep it away from the chassis. When we powder coated her frame, we put a clear on it. So, you know, I wouldn't spray brake cleaner on it directly or anything like that. But, you know, if you get a little on there, it won't hurt. Now, Addie's doesn't have a clear on it. And I've noticed without that, we were in a hurry on that car and didn't get it done. If you powder coat a car, get the clear on it. Just spend the money and get it done, because it does make a big difference. But it's on Nat's, and you can tell it cleans up so much easier. You don't have to rub on it as hard. But hopefully Addie's will be all right. And it's a lot of work to take that motor, take everything back off the car to get it done. But it is what it is. We've powder coated both of these cars, so we've had them all apart, framed down. I'll show you getting the axles out. It's the biggest challenge, as you can tell. There's some tight spaces in there on those hubs, but it can be done. I used some wrenches, some box ends that had the the little ratchet end in them, and that worked good because you could get it down there, and once you got it in place, just kept turning away on it. So anyway, got this thing done, so it's going to the machine shop, and Kevin's gonna help me get this little bad boy. We'll take the clutch off, and there's a clutch remover tool that's specially made to do that. I'll show you how to do that. Get that intake off. It's gonna have a brand new carburetor, so that carburetor's not coming off. The throttle cable, this guy right here, that's crazy. This little guy was metric, 10 millimeter, I believe. Little 10 mil wrench. I believe that's what that is. Yeah, 10 mil wrench right there. Good old, you know, Harbor Freight Special Pittsburgh right there. So anyway, we've got a lot of chain dust. We're gonna look some parts over. I mean, there's just, you can see the sparkles everywhere on this thing. So we're gonna look this thing over. Of course, that's just plain dirty. We may take it to the car wash. I don't know. It's cold outside. It's snowing right now. But anyway, cool part is, you know, this is an older car. I'll talk a different video about who made this car. It's an MX2 car. They don't make them anymore. The car actually it flexes up underneath. I don't know if you can see it way up in there, but it flexes up in there and presses these rear tires down. It doesn't have a shock like some. You know, everybody has a different perspective on whether you want a shock or not. Shock has some adjustment, but cool part about it, we've never had any traction issues with this car, and we got a lot of weight right there in that. So you know, there's some weight there, but we had to slow her down a tad. They gave us the hey, slow her down, buddy. We said, yes, sir, we'll get that done. And then, so this, you know, it's not hard. It just kind of rides right here on the jack shaft. And so I just literally pull it off, set it off to the side. I got a bucket of parts over there for it. You know, everything's purple because when you have girls, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, if you wanted to take those apart, that's what it is. But the motor's going to go right back into the same place that it was because I did not move any of the motor mounts. It didn't slide. I didn't move the jack shaft position, nothing. I just simply took the 4 bolts right off the motor right there. It's that easy, guys. And this guy has some adjustment in it. So, you know, these 790 motors, they got some horsepower. They got some stuff to them. And so some guys really like that. You know, I can definitely tell a difference with it on. Addison's car does not have it. As you can tell, it's bare there, but you know, this is the old Blockzilla. A lot of guys don't really know the difference, but I mean, when you look at these two motors side by side, you can tell there's just a huge difference. And I mean, just looking at the size of the head, just different things. Those 790, those 3.5 motors, there's a lot to them. There's a lot there, but anyway, so we got a few things to get done, but we got test and tune in a little under a month, so we're going to be ready. I got to get all my continuing ed stuff done for my professional license, and we're going to do a little neurofeedback with Nat, get her ready for the tree. Going to do a little biofeedback, help her body kind of relax. A lot to it with the kids up there on the tree, so we got some fine tuning at the office Good old Watson Psychological Health Center, WPHC there. But we'll get her tuned up too, get these cars ready to go, get these hot rods out there. So anyway, next time I come to you, we'll be tearing that little Titan right there apart, taking the head off, showing the insides and how you line everything back up, get the cam lined up, get the valves in there. We're going to be talking about how often you need to redo all that. But anyway, you guys have a great evening.